Comida para las palomas.
en Santa María de Jesús.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yes.
Appreciate it. like I really need it. But they are selling some hats here that look pretty good. I like the other hat I got for, you know, when we go out into the jungle or whatever. But they had some other hats that look pretty cool, and it seemed like they was under 20 bucks. So we'll see. We just got to visit the museum. Oh, thank you. And now we are on the way to see the arch. And so, pretty excited about that. Should be a memorable deal. This is one of the iconic things that people come to see. All right.
Antiqua from California.
Awesome. Thank you guys, appreciate it very much. Cigar vault. In here, relax and smoke. Say hello to the beautiful senorita. Yeah, finally. Hello everyone. Hey, in this video we traveled about 40 to 55 minutes outside of Guatemala City to the peaceful town of Antiqua Guatemala. Beautiful. Had a square, churches, museums, shops, very friendly people. Very laid back. Big contrast to Guatemala City. One of the main stops was the museum. Just having the art and history they have is mind-blowing. And I was only able to video parts of it because the video is already going to be pretty long as it was. But hopefully you enjoyed it and maybe make you want to go down there and check it out yourself. I got some cool drone footage with the submarine drone. It's still working pretty good. It has a little issue once in a while. But got a really good view of the city square, the church, the buildings around it, and then the terrain all around it, including I think the volcano there on the one side. It was there's some beautiful footage. Now I've been wanting a cigar for quite a while. I mean, I never smoke, I really don't, but every once in a while, you know, I don't know, it's maybe a guy thing, I don't know. But anyway, been wanting a cigar. Well, I haven't found any over in El Salvador yet. And so I was walking, I just left that arch and I set my bag down to start putting up some of the camera gear, and the doorway that I put my stuff down in to start packing up, looked up and it's a cigar shop. So I mean that was quite a coincidence there. But the lady was great. She showed me all the different kinds they had, and wound up getting 3 Cuban cigars. And the price was pretty decent. It wasn't anything astronomical. Some of them, though, they had in there were very expensive cigars. And for me, as a occasional smoker, yeah, no, that's not what I was looking for. The road back to El Salvador from Antigua was it was a lot longer than I expected, and we ran into a delay. There was evidently some type of a demonstration miles ahead of us, and I mean we couldn't even see it, but we were stopped in the middle of nowhere in Guatemala, and so you know that's not a great feeling when you're stuck in another country that you're just visiting, and something like this happens. But I did talk to the driver in front of me, and he had contact with some people, I guess, up the road, and he said it should be clearing out, you know, fairly soon. So we were there for about an hour, and then finally it did clear out. But in the meantime, I took stock of my water supply, any kind of food I had on board, and was able to sit back and watch some Netflix. So that was a that was a good thing out of that whole mess. Yeah, so you know I've made it through Guatemala, another country. Made it through immigration twice, no problems. About 5 miles on this side of El Salvador. I mean, we've been out on that road. We were stuck for a long time. It's dark 30. And there's a police checkpoint, and I have never been stopped, and they've always just been sort of there. Well, so I'm thinking I'm not going to get stopped, I'm just going to get to keep going. So anyway, I'm just driving along, not really slowing down very much, but anyway, this officer that's on my side of the road has his flashlight and he starts waving it at me and directing me to pull over. So yeah, I pull over, roll down the passenger window, and I say, say hola and hello, and he says ID, and so I give him my passport and my residence card, and I think he thought the resident card was my driver's license, and he looked at the passport and he's looking it over, and then he says, tourist? I said, no, resident, you, well, him say you, and me, familia, and just laughed. And he got a chuckle out of it too. He did smile a little bit at it, and he said, okay, passe. So I got to pass on. So that's the first time I've ever been stopped at a traffic stop, and well, hopefully the last one, but you just never know, that's for sure. Yeah, I've got to say, I really enjoyed my time over in Guatemala, and Antiqua Guatemala especially. Thanks to Deyli over at Aventura Travels. The link is in the description below. She's one of the tour guides with that company, and she had some great suggestions. I wasn't able to go to all of them, unfortunately, but check out their link, and maybe you can sign up for a tour, and they can take you, I mean, they go to other places, lots of other places. Anyway, thanks, Deyli. Appreciate you very much. Hey, today we're at one of the best water parks here in El Salvador. Talked with the manager. It's got one of the tallest, or the tallest, water slide in El Salvador. And it's a massive park. And getting here, I just didn't expect it, honestly. But once you get to where you can see the park, it's amazing. And we will come back and do a video on this park, because it's a beautiful place to come hang out and go swimming and water sliding and do all this other wild stuff. All right. Hey, thanks so much for all the likes, comments, shares, everything. We really appreciate it. And until the next time, hasta luego. I'll see you later. Bye.